Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Ohio. I know, it's getting out of hand. I apologize. But I do have quite a few videos in the Ohio already because, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. It's been a lot of fun. So, hopefully you guys don't hate me too much for playing the same ship a lot. But, I mean, you guys have seen this before where I get a ship and I'm really excited about it and I start playing it all the time. So it ain't the first time, but thank you guys so much. Also, can I just go ahead and say a massive thank you to everybody who responded to the call in the community post to get Durka to 10,000 subscribers for Christmas. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys made it happen. Or at least it was very close. He either got it right after Christmas ended or right at the end of Christmas. We're going to, for the storyline, say that it was right at the end of Christmas. So he got the ultimate Christmas present that I could give him, which is we helped him get over that 10K barrier. So thank you guys so much. Durka's a great guy. He's a fantastic editor. He does all kinds of good stuff, man. I love Durka. So seeing him get over that 10K barrier is fantastic. So I'm sure there's a lot of y'all out there that also enjoy watching his content. So yeah, little present from the Spartan Army / Navy to Durka and everybody over there. And you guys know this ain't the only person we've done this for in terms of helping people get through a barrier that they're working towards those goals. It's one of my favorite things to do as our community grows is to just help other channels. You guys know this. Like we do shout outs for community replays. We do shout outs for other channels if I see that they're getting close to a specific goal, whether it be 1,000, getting that first 1,000, or, you know, stuff like that. Like, oh my god. No, that looks so good. Arthas is active. Bonk. Oh no, it's too good. Somebody hide the screen. We can't let people know that the Ohio is so good. No, it's more. Why would an Henri decide that oh, I'm being spotted, I'm being shot at by an Ohio, I think I'll just turn out slightly and then stop. You got so many options you could have done there, and that was the wrong one. But no, we're gonna push forward. This title of this video may be odd to some people. What does the title mean, Spartan? Those who stay will be champions. Well, I'm a Michigan fan, and we have a sign as you're coming out of the locker room into Michigan Stadium. That was a classic quote from Mr. Bo Schembechler himself. That was, "Those who stay will be champions." It's referring to you know, college students transferring out to go to the pros early instead of finishing their college careers at University of Michigan. And Michigan has a history of winning. It's the winningest college football program in the country. And so, like, when it comes down to it, there's a good chance that if you stick around and finish your college career with Michigan, that you will end up as, at minimum, a Big Ten champion. Right? So, there's that. But in this particular game, it's going to be a little bit more nuanced than that. What do we always talk about? We always talk about staying on your side, winning your side, or at least holding your side for as long as possible. That's the downside of being a battleship captain and being the one spotting for your team. You never really want to be in this position generally, but we get a couple of shells into the Chungmu there. Chungmu starts to turn away. I do have people behind me. If they can get themselves into a decent position, I could... Oh my god! Deep water torpedoes were perfectly placed. That is unfortunate. But we are going to try to survive. We also have an Ohio coming around the corner here. We're not going to wait for him to get too close. We'll take the shot over the island, and we absolutely smash him, getting a Citadel through the cheek, as well as multiple penetrations. But we got 20 seconds left on our damage control before, you know, this flood is able to be fixed. But fortunately for us, the Chungmu has disengaged behind the island, so he can't spot us. The Mino is sitting behind an island where he can't shoot us currently. The torpedoes look very good for both the Ohio and the Chungmu here, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here. and it does, in fact, look like Ohio is getting chewed up. Chungmu did not take a torpedo, but we are kind of just biding our time. We did get our damage control off, so we are no longer flooding, which is always good. And we do only have one heal left, so we gotta use it sparingly here. Now you can see just how good the heal is on the Ohio. Remember, each one of those lines is 5,000 hit points, so we can pretty much heal almost 15,000 hit points with our next heal, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's kind of crazy, But as we reverse back, we know the rear guns can potentially fire over the island here, so we're going to go ahead and take it, try to hit the superstructure, chunk him a little bit, and we do chunk him and finish him off. So we have survived the onslaught. Ouch! God dang it! How is it that everybody in the entire map has nobody else to shoot but me? Literally got 3 people right in front of that man, and he shoots between the islands, over the islands, and shoots me. Now, I gotta give him credit. It was a great shot. It really was. Like, I did not see that coming. Most people don't look for those sorts of crossfires. That is a great position to be in, unless, of course, you're getting rushed, in which case you're probably going to have a bad time in the near future. But that is a great position to try to get crossfires from, and he absolutely took the right choice there of shooting my broadside, trying to get rid of a very healthy battleship. But here we have the Mino out here. I tried to take a shot around the island. I'm not sure that I managed to get any of those shots. Those are probably void shells. And no, actually we hit them with 2, and one of them was a Citadel, so we got lucky there. A couple of the shells managed to just barely get around the island, so that's good. But we have a Giuseppe here who's kind of, I know people get mad at me when I say Giuseppe, but I'm sorry, that's like literally the only, it's just natural, that's how I pronounce it, I'm sorry. But either way, we're going to try to keep dinking away at this man, and unfortunately, we must have hit his gun and a bunch of nothing else. So here we are spotted by the guy on the left, which I believe is an Izumo. And the Mino is doing Mino things, which is just every shell pinning, no matter what it hits. It's just absolutely devastating to a broadside of anything. That is a lot of DPM coming down range. Now, we fire our guns thinking we're going to be safe here because the Izumo gets behind the island, but unfortunately somebody has a freaking plane up, and we all know how that goes. If there's a plane anywhere on the map, they're going to spot us. Now, we haven't had the craziest game in the world. 130k, we've managed to hold on as long as we can. We've put ourselves in a defensible position again, trying to protect ourselves from the Mino. You can see Mino's still trying, but we have a beautiful look at the broadside of this Izumo. Give the enemy team a little bit of something for us and our troubles, and we absolutely clapped him for over 22,000 damage. If you were wondering, we had one salvo, or one set of shells hit for 10,000 plus, and then 2 sets of shells hit for 6,000 each. So there was over 22,000 damage done to that Izumo in that shot, and he was immediately finished afterwards. But we are dark, and that allows us to stay away from most of the problems of this Mino for the moment. And now we're starting to reverse, getting into a position where we could potentially shoot the Giuseppe here. And watch his turn that he tries to make here. He's going to turn all the way in. That raises the Citadel even more. I actually aimed this a little too high. I didn't expect him to turn all the way in. Thought he was just going to turn a little bit, but we get a lot of good hits. That's huge damage. He's not long for this world. And now the Mino is unfortunately going to continue to try to spray us down with his AP. So we've got to get our guns loaded and prepare ourselves to do as much damage as possible with our next shot, because that's probably the last one we're going to get. The game's almost over. We have a huge lead in terms of our team. You can see I do decide to anticipate the turn. Unlike the Giuseppe, we went ahead and went for the big turn on the Mino, and we get rewarded with a huge hit, taking him down to nothing and destroying a turret. And of course, once again, he was immediately finished by the other teammate. So huge game for us in terms of you know, just being in position to get yeeted the entire game, but staying alive long enough to be useful. And we get all of the medals because of it, and a ridiculous 3,100 base XP battleship game. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you guys enjoying the Ohio as much as I am? If not, what is the ship that's really got you going right now? And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a new ship. Could be an old ship. Just what is the ship that you are playing like non-stop? And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.